Hey, what's up, boys and girls? It's Dave. It's Sunday. I'm a little late this week. Been busy as shit. Sorry. Plus, really, I don't know. It almost kind of seems like I'm beating a dead horse. Everybody knows who they're going to vote for. Nobody's going to convince me to vote for anybody else, for damn sure. But I don't know, I saw a few things worth mentioning this week. I was going to work Thursday morning. I'm going up the freeway, and I've talked about the $400 lane. Those of you that live here know what I'm talking about. I saw some little jackass in probably a $500 little Toyota car, and he's in the $400 lane with a motorcycle cop right behind him with the lights on. And I'm thinking, you're about to have a really shitty morning, dude, because motorcycle cops don't give warnings. If you have a motorcycle cop behind you, he pulls you over, you're getting a ticket for something because that's what they do. Enforcement is their job. And then later that afternoon, I went down to Ace Hardware and I was coming back. There was another motorcycle cop that had a kid pulled over. And then when I came back from Ace Hardware, he had him out of the car sitting on the curb. That's not a good sign. So I don't know what was going on there, but he wasn't having a good day. I don't know. Speaking, I don't know. I went to Walmart today. Really nothing to speak of. It the usual, 380 pounds in a 120-pound dress. I mean, some of that going on. And then you got the person in the mobility scooter thing with all the sodas and shit, blocking your path so you can't get around the store. Just, the normal stuff that you see down at the Walmart. Although I did get past Karen today and I didn't piss her off because she didn't see me not wearing the mask. So, a couple of weeks ago I walked in and she got all pissed and jumped on the guys that were supposed to be patrolling the door because I just walked right by them and they looked at each other like, should we say something? And I guess not. I don't know whether I look intimidating or what. So, speaking of intimidating, not to get off topic too far, but look at this bullshit right here. Trump's America. Chaos, violence, fear. Yeah, okay, whatever. Stop putting this shit in my mailbox. Come on, really? Trump's America. Get the fuck out of here. Who is it that's doing all the violent crap? Who's dragging people out of cars and killing them? Who's burning people out of their homes and businesses? Who's doing all that? No, it's not us. So, you know what? Fuck that. Stop saying it. And, I've been watching it just for sport because I haven't watched TV in like 2 months. I just can't do it. It makes me nuts because of all the lies and all the bullshit. I mean, I watch Biden's commercials and I'm like, okay, the other day I see one. He's going to give you an extra $14,000 a year just as a blanket. He throws that out there. He's going to give you an extra $14,000 a year. Well, what if you're working down at Jack in the Box and you make 20? Do you think he's going to give you an extra 14? Stop speaking to the weak people and convincing them that, hey, we're going to give you a bunch of money. Look at this. It's going to be great. Joe, 47 years you haven't fixed a goddamn thing. Now you're telling everybody all of a sudden you know how to fix everything and you're going to fix it. So, anyway, I've been looking at some of his commercials and, or listening to him on the radio. You don't really have any choice. They play one of his commercials, him and that stupid ass Mark Kelly. They play him about every 4 minutes on the radio. But, Joe's saying that the way we can't fix the economy, meaning the Democrats, we can't fix the economy until we get control of the virus. Fuck you gonna do, Joe? You gonna put a mask on it and kill its business and shut it down? Is that what you're gonna do? Is that the plan? Oh no, the plan. Let's talk about the plan. Everything that I hear out of your mouth that you say is the plan is something that Trump already did. And he did all that in spite of all the opposition from all the Democrats and half the Republicans in Congress for the last 4 years, and he still managed to do something that is that's why you guys are pissed. It's not because Trump's a liar. It's not because Trump's a criminal. It's not because you need to see his taxes like most of us would be smart enough to understand what we're looking at. My daughter's a successful CPA, and she even admitted, and she's a Democrat, but she even admitted Trump's taxes would be a handful to go through. I mean, that's a lot of businesses, a lot of dollars, a lot of stuff to have to go through. So most people wouldn't even understand that. But that's not it. That's not why you're pissed. He's not a liar. That's why you're pissed, because he tells the truth and he does what he says he's going to do, and he does not accept failure. That's why he wears out his staff. They can't keep up with him. He's 74. They can't keep up. I mean, he's just fixing stuff right and left. I mean, I know some of you think, oh, he's just evil and he's criminal and all that. He's reduced prices of pharmaceutical products and done a lot of good things for a lot of people. And you guys just can't wait to fire him. I just heard a guy a while ago say, you know what, when you're winning Super Bowls, you don't fire the coach and hire a guy that for 47 years hasn't won a goddamn game. Do you? You know, I know some of you are football fans. Think about that shit. Would you do that? No, you wouldn't. And I don't care if he hurts your feelings. It's not because he's a liar. It's because he tells you the truth. And you 20-somethings, most of you never had your ass whipped in your whole life, never had anybody say anything mean to you because, oh my God, you might get triggered and hurt your feelings. Well, maybe it's time you needed your feelings hurt. You know, Trump's kind of that strict stepdad that you needed to step in and whip your ass and tell you how it was going to be because you don't have any manners, you know. And I'm getting sick of seeing things get burnt down and torn up. It's not helping anybody. It's really not. And, you know, sending this kind of shit to people's doors, you know, and Biden saying that, oh, Trump leads with fear. No, he doesn't lead with fear. Listen to one of his rallies. Challenge yourself. Open your eyes. Watch one of his rallies. Positive experience, positive energy. A lot of people that are really happy that he's their president. And you guys just can't wait to screw that up because, oh my God, you know, we can't be having people be happy and positive, you know. Somebody one time was preaching hope and change, and that was a shit show for sure for 8 years. So, you know what? Now everything's going in a good direction. And, oh, Biden's going to fix the economy. Trump already fixed the economy. The economy is better under COVID than it was under Obama. I mean, for Christ's sake, that's a pretty fucking embarrassing statistic for Democrats to swallow, I would think. But hey, you know, to each his own, go vote your conscience. But I'm going to ask you to do this just for me. You know, the mask thing is all bullshit. You know, Joe's, oh, we're going to double the testing facilities. And who's paying for that, Joe? Who's paying for you doubling the testing facilities? You're not going to double the testing facilities. I'm not goddamn stupid. I know exactly what you're going to do. If by some miracle or you guys cheat enough, you manage to get elected, Joe, the first thing you would do is stop testing. You know why? Because then you'd be all patting yourselves on the back about how you stopped COVID. We haven't had any new cases in a month. Well, it's because you stopped testing for them. We're on to you people. You're liars. And Nancy talking about the 25th Amendment. You people are scared and you're nervous because you know that eventually Trump is going to appoint an AG that's got a pair of balls. And I thought it was going to be Barr, but apparently not. I mean, they've had that goddamn laptop of Hunter Biden since December of 2019. Does that bother anybody that that's been suppressed for that long? Does it bother anybody that now that it's came out that all of the major news networks are censoring it? They're not talking about it. Twitter suspends anybody that talks about it. They shut down their accounts. Does that bother anybody? Does that scare you at all that they're doing that? I mean, what about freedom of information? Whatever happened to all that? What about journalistic integrity? What about just reporting the goddamn news without your spin? What about just not lying on TV? Jesus, the commercials, the $14,000 deal. Oh, we're not going to tax anybody that makes under $400,000 a year. What about that 2% real estate tax, Joe? Let me ask some of you that don't know about that. Let me ask you what you think. If your house is worth $250,000, that 2% amounts to $5,000. Which means that your mortgage payment's going to go up about, what, $460 and change a month? Can you afford that? Everybody just wants, yeah, just take it and ask for $460 a month because Joe needs more money. What for? To pay more people that don't work? I mean, come on. You know, there's jobs out there. There's still jobs out there. Even under COVID, there's jobs out there. I mean, I see construction sites just booming right now. We were at a restaurant last night. We waited 15 minutes on a table. Booming right now. You know, Joe, you ain't going to fix a goddamn thing, and we don't need you to fix our economy. What we need you to do is step back, and you and Camel Toe and your little shit show, just get out of the way. Adults are trying to do a job here. We're trying to fix our country because we love our country. And you know what? That's one of the freedoms we also have. If you don't love this country, get the fuck out of my country. Go get on a plane, a boat, a car. I don't care where you go. Just go somewhere else. I'm sure somebody will take you. Who knows? You know, I just really don't. I've had it with these people that I see talking about how they hate this country. Well, then go. Just go. We don't need your ass. You know, we're America. We don't need you. So, you know what? If you want to be here and you want to be proud to be an American, I'll help you any way I can. But if you just want to talk shit, get out. You know, we don't need you. So, anyway, that's about it for today. I could go on and on about the whole Biden thing. I mean, you people are being lied to on a level that's unprecedented. Think about, have any of you, most of my friends are about my age or a little younger maybe, some of them are a little older, but you know what, have any of you ever seen a political party spend the kind of money that the Democrats are spending right now? Have you ever seen anything like this? You can't turn on TV, a radio, you can't go anywhere. Billboards, Jesus, there's a billboard out here on the 17 that says that Trump is for Trump and Joe is for you. That has never never been the case. Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi don't give a shit about you. And Kamala Harris has done so much damage to the black community in California, it's unbelievable. Read up on it. You could look it up. I don't just pull this shit out of my ass. I actually read stuff and look around. And some of you really need to look around and open your ears and maybe do a little of that. So anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll talk to you next week. I'm Dave. I'm out.